Hi everyone, my name is Paulina and I have a brief reading for you. I am going to be weirdly in the dark, so I'm sorry if that bothers you with strange car lights going by. But I just felt like doing another reading today. Sometimes it sort of like snowballs into a bunch of readings, which is okay. But I felt like doing a love reading, and I guess more succinctly a relationship reading. Like a romantic relationship reading. And I don't know that these people are together, this storyline here that I'm going to channel. But I want to channel what both people are feeling. So this is also a you versus them reading. And I don't really get that many views. So I'm just feeling like less and less self-conscious about posting. I'm just like, sort of like, who cares? You know, there's like a freedom to that. Whereas on TikTok, I was getting views, and then I came back and I was like just so not into it, and I don't know. Anyway, I'm just sort of like feeling like I just want to post more and more videos and just see what happens and be less self-conscious about it and not care if anyone watches it. So that may be an energy that you are both of these people. You are both people in this relationship, you and your significant other here, which it could not be in a relationship. That could be like some feeling that you both have. Like you both feel like, I'm seeing, what is it? 3 of Cups? Or not 3 of Cups. I'm seeing 5 of Cups about disappointment. Like, you're not looking at the cups that are being offered. Sorry, my headscarf. Instead of doing that, you're looking at what's disappointing and what's been taken. You feel in your sort of intense energy. Maybe this is like maybe angry or like some sexual energy that needs to be released. They feel like they're just sort of an innocent person who cares for you, is offering their cup of love, but is like maybe immature in their love, or maybe it's new for them, the whole thing, a whole relationship, the whole idea of new love. And let's get some messages from your guides about this relationship. You've been working towards like a steady goal in your life that was, maybe at some point people blocked you, but you have a lot of goals I'm seeing, and this person became sort of a goal, like that you could make it work with them or get them or sustain the relationship the way it was. And this person, when I look at their stuff, their guides, sorry, I'm wearing these like itchy pants. When I look at their guides, I see that they're in a stalemate in their life where they feel like they can't make a choice. Maybe other things that they would like to make a decision about and they don't feel they're able to. They feel stuck about you and the situation, but what are their deeper feelings that their guides want us to know about for you? Control. And again, a choice. And let's get one more card. High Priestess. They see you as highly intuitive, and they may be choosing between you and someone else, and they may have control issues about you and what you do or where you are or what you're doing. They maybe feel very controlling over you. Why do they feel this way about you? Why do they feel controlling issues around you, surrounding you? Because they care deeply for you. This is like a relationship, you know, where both people were offering their cup of love, and it was sort of, you know, there was an understanding or an equilibrium, I'm hearing, of how things worked. And they really felt like, I'm hearing the words linked. They feel like you linked together really well. Let's get some message straight from this person's heart space. I don't think we have done that. Okay, we got the Lovers and Nine of Wands. So they may be in a deep place of love for you and feeling defensive. There may be a lot of fear about the intensity of the choice that they would have to make, and also the feelings. And where are you in terms of your deep heart space? Okay. You're actually... Wait, I just want one more for this. In your heart space, you're looking for a fortune. You're looking for... Maybe you're thinking more of community and money. Because for me, I don't think that you really think this could work out. Sorry. That was intense. When I said that, the light went right on me. I feel like you don't think this could work out, so you're focused more on creativity, creating some sort of community, and maybe just like your emotional sense. What else is your heart space? I feel like I wish want more message from your heart space. One more message from your heart space about your feelings toward this person. Sorry, I keep getting the same cards. You definitely feel like your intuition is telling you that, like, okay, you feel like this person didn't choose you when they had the chance. And now you feel like it's too late, maybe. But I think you're doing a lot of work to sort of like cut cords or cut ties or cut the energy, because it's like hurtful to remember. It feels like unrequited love actually on your end. But then this other person actually has feelings for you, but you may have like misconstrued their behavior as being the opposite. Let's get a message from Spirit just about this situation and what we need to know. You work together well, actually, you and this person. Like, you would cooperate well, or you have cooperated well. You would do well working together, even if you like started to work together or something in some capacity. But maybe you have worked together, or maybe you met at work. Yeah, and right now I feel like both people are focused on their career, actually. I'm going to read this here as the Fool. They're focused on finding those opportunities for their own, like, you know, realization in the world. What else does Spirit want us to know? Because at one point in this relationship, there was one-sided giving, or at least one person felt that way. Like charity, one-sided charity. And then they didn't want that to continue. And yet, so they may have made moves for the relationship to end. But now I'm feeling they're in some deep regret about, they're seeing that you also gave one-sided charity in some way, because you gave something that they weren't reciprocating. I feel that this person cares about stability. They could be married, or you could be married. This is a card of marriage. Or you could be in like just a long-term relationship that is like a marriage. And then with the number 4, I want to just quickly link that to Uranus, which can be about sudden change as well. You know, maybe there was a sudden change in this dynamic, but oddly the 4 also links to stability. So, because the 4 links to Uranus. But linking to stability, it's like something about this relationship gave you stability, gave you reason to celebrate, and a way to celebrate. This card to be about celebration. We just got it again. Okay, let's get some messages from each person to the other. Okay, what would you like to say to this person? What would you like to say? You like to say that you felt like they came in, or this could be you or them. There's a figure here who's a man who is, you know, immature, or he's not immature. He's not a king yet. He's on his quest. You would want to say that you feel like deceived by this person in some sense. They felt like they just gave up on the emotional quest that you had together. That's what you want to say. And they would say, what would they want to say, Spirit? What would they want to say? That they felt like you just kind of like abandoned them. Okay. And then also that they had to maybe leave. Maybe they had to leave this situation for some reason. And what else? Let's do one more. What would you say? You would say same thing, that it was like time to go and you had to move on. Not maybe just from other situations in life too. Maybe not just this situation. And they would say that they've been waiting for a return. They've been waiting for something to happen here. Maybe to see you or to talk to you or for you to reach out. And they feel like they may have given up at this point, where they feel like they're trying to make peace with like the fact that this will not happen and that you're unavailable in some way. Whether it's through being taken by another person or just maybe a chaotic life that they don't see how they could fit into. And yeah, let's get some closing message from Spirit here about this situation. We got the Moon. I want to read that here is that both people are being deceptive about their true feelings here. I think it's actually that both people care and do love each other, but one person is feeling like it just can't work, so there's no point, and the other person is feeling like so defensive that their feelings, because the feelings are so intense. And the other person who is feeling like this won't work, or both people are feeling like some passion here, you know, some like maybe like romantic passion where like maybe they haven't felt that for a while. It can also be about a quest. Let's get a final closing card from Spirit. Spirit, what do we need to know? What do we need to know about the relationship? Okay, and we got, again, just the I do repeat cards sometimes. Two of Cups reversed, which can be about a breakup. And this is the King of Swords, which can be sort of an intense figure that is logical and sort of harsh, but strong in a mental way. And, you know, maybe one person is like emotionally avoidant or like very logical, and the other person is not. Sorry, I don't feel like that's a good closing point. I just want one more closing card. I was going to say there may have been a split or a schism here because one person's like way of being detached may have been upsetting for the other person. I don't know, maybe there was jealousy and one person was detached in terms of the amount of intimacy that they were exploring with you, or other way around. Closing message from Spirit. Closing message from Spirit. Closing message from Spirit. Well, sorry, I keep getting... Ooh, this is a good one. Yeah, okay, so I feel like it's sort of like this person would love to like just sort of settle down and have a family with you. Whatever situation they're in, that's like what they think would be the coolest thing. And, you know, they're kind of bummed that they don't think that that's going to happen. And they may be trying to make peace with that. And so may you. You may be as well. But there is going to be some financial opportunity upcoming that changes this. I feel that finances are part of what's keeping these people apart. And there's going to be some financial opportunity upcoming that's going to change the situation and make it possible for contact or interaction. because why is this important? I really truly, I mean, this is our last card. It's important that these people have contact at some point and more financial freedom so they can engage, because there's a lot of emotional flow here. There's a lot of like flow that like needs to be expressed, and care and love and just like creativity maybe, and also fun. I can read the Ace of Cups as. And there's got to be a death of something old for this to happen, and a rebirth within the relationship. And then just, I'm sorry, this is a lot of cards. I'm really going to stop now. Perhaps a divorce from an old way, or really a person, or, you know, just breaking up with someone, or like an old way of being that is detrimental to the self and others, because the Hierophant reverse can be a divorce. And then, you know, maybe one or both of you is focusing on becoming the Queen of Pentacles, becoming sovereign in the home space and ruling and being organized with your finances and money and practicalities in the home, so that you can welcome people into your home and have intimate relationships. It's really what that's about, you know. Because Capricorn, which I relate to Queen of Pentacles, is actually a very intuitive sign. It's obsessed with money, yes, and building, but it is also obsessed with, you know, there's a sensitive side to Capricorn, even though you might not see that. The sensitivity might be shared for their own self, you know, and like maybe one other person, but it is a feminine sign. So there's the propensity to, there's the need to, this is like what you both are contending with, okay? There's the need to have those things balanced, but the whole point is to have the hearth and home for people that you love to come within. So I think you're both actually creating that environment metaphysically and literally for each other, and it's really beautiful. And I think that, I don't know how this will like come together again, but I think that the focus is finances for both people as a way to make a new life. And I really wish you the best, and I'm sending you so much love.